Welcome to HDiiTV. You're now rocking with your boy. Had to hit the opera on you, niggas. Now, LeBronies came back yesterday in the Bulls game, I believe it was. But people have been going crazy in the media, like all his fanboys and the narrative police upsets when Mario Chalmers said what he said. But Mario, go ahead and kick this for the DJ real quick. If I can find it, I just had it though.
Nobody fears LeBron. Nobody's like, yeah, I gotta go play this LeBron tonight. Nobody said that. I don't know why.
Right.
Because I've seen people be scared when they actually line up to him, but they're not scared thinking about that matchup.
Right.
You hear anybody from that era talk about going against Jordan, there's a fear.
Right.
So when you have people that fear a player, then that's telling you something different already. Like, Jordan's just that guy, like, everything was, I want to be like Mike. Right. Nobody fears LeBron.
So that was fair USAC. Nobody fears him. Like, what is there to fear about him? I keep telling people keep saying he's the greatest of all time, all of this. He's not. He is a great talent that never maximized his potential. See, you guys equate greatness to stats, to all these awards and everything. Y'all do it with music. When it comes to Eminem, y'all just as crazy over him. Y'all like this in football. When y'all talking about Aaron Rodgers, it's like, yes, he's won MVPs, he's won these things because it was given to him. LeBron never really had to work for anything. Even in high school, he was handed everything. The guy never had to come in and struggle. He never had a label of no one believed in him. And I don't want to hear that crap about some people coming out saying that he wouldn't be this good or Darius Miles said what he said. Stop it. When Kobe Bryant came out, everybody was very doubtful, but one person. That one person was Jerry West. When Michael Jordan came out, people thought he would be an okay basketball player, but nobody knew Mike was finna be known as the greatest player to ever touch the basketball. No one ever thought that. No one ever thought he would score the way that he did. Like, he was the first two guard to actually score at a high level. That's why I tell people, like, Mike, in my opinion, if you want to say he's the greatest scorer ever or the greatest two guard ever, you'll have no argument from me because 10 scoring titles basically backs that up. But it was a fear when people played him. The Detroit Pistons had to devise a whole system to shut Mike down. In 2004, the Detroit Pistons had to devise a system to turn Kobe and Shaq against each other. But you know why? Because they were feared. No one's ever had to devise a system to stop LeBron. They never had. They may have put a scheme in place, but they didn't create a whole specific system to just shut him down. All they did was just change their looks up defensively, change how they disguised their sets. Against Kobe and Mike, they had to devise a whole game plan centered around taking those guys out the game. Because everybody's like, well, Shaq was scoring and doing this. If Kobe would, it doesn't matter. Shaq's points are irrelevant. And the reason why is because Shaq's going to have certain parts of the game where he's either missing free throws or missing regular hook shots, and defensively is where you attack Shaq. They gave the ball to Ben Wallace. They were attacking him on defense, which nullified Shaq for the whole series. Then their defense to pick up Kobe, all the other guards, Payton and Fisher, full court was amazing. But see, Kobe even said, what I should have done was going to our audibles, which means he would have brought the guys up further and they would have seen it quicker. But that's what happens when you have a big man who don't have a high basketball IQ. He just give me the ball. Just give me the ball and I'll score. Just give me the ball. Move out the way. I'll score. But everybody's a fan. Fans don't know shit about basketball or football. They just go off of what they see on the scoreboard or see how many shots you missed, and they say, oh, it was all Kobe doing that. No, it wasn't. The offense was around Kobe. They knew how to put them against each other, and that was great what they did. But Mario Chalmers, again, to all you LeBron fans, cue the music. What is it, Chalmers?
Nobody fears Bron. Nobody's like, damn, I gotta go play this Bron, man. Nobody said that. I don't know why.
Right.
Because I've seen people be scared when they actually line up to him, but they're not scared thinking about that matchup.
Right.
You hear anybody from that era talk about going against Jordan, there's a fear.
Right.
So when you have people that fear a player, then that's telling you something different already. Like, Jordan's just that guy, like, everything was, I want to be like Mike.
Right. Nobody fears him. Look at what Patrick Beverley did to this clown last night. He basically put the hand down saying you too small. Let's go back to the championship when the Warriors got KD. They were just talking bad about LeBron. They was talking trash. Clay, Steph, they were basically calling them soft and you ain't this. They basically saying trash and all of that. You never seen that with Kobe. Never seen that. I've never seen that. Paul Pierce said that one time, I'm the best player in the league. Basically calling out Kobe. Kobe came back, won. Then the year after that, against that same Boston team, won. He didn't cry. He cried, but he didn't complain. He said, look, I lost. Michael Jordan, when he lost to the Pistons, when he lost to the Magic. He lost to the Magic, lost to the Pistons. Mike came back stronger. He knew what he had to do. And nobody was going to deny him. But you never hear anybody actually calling him out. Now, everybody will be like, well, Chris Childs two-piece Kobe. Yeah, he two-piece Kobe. But did you think that stopped Kobe? That made Kobe more maniacal. He started destroying the league even more. Kobe didn't ball up. What if LeBron got two-piece? What you think would have happened? He went over there and kissed his mama crying. Because that's what he is. He's a bitch. And you guys have been supporting a big bitch for all these years. All this stuff he's done off the court. To his wife, to his family. Stealing his kids' shine. You guys give that shit a pass. And I'm very disappointed in his fan base. I'm disappointed in the people who support him, who push narratives. LeBron James is probably a top 5, top 10 talent of all time. But if we're talking about basketball player, fundamentals, skill, he's not a top 100 player. He's not. I'm sorry. There's been too many times this guy melts down when the pressure is on. This guy has an app called Calm. Calm? Nigga, you need to calm your ass into making bigger plays. He doesn't take accountability. He's always pointing fingers. He tears up the dynamic of the team. Look at it. The Lakers were just winning without him. But he had to talk about once they did all the heavy lifting, LeBronies does what he does best. Front run and hop on the train. And he messed up the chemistry between all of them. Austin Reeves, who I'm not sold on or believe in, was putting up points. AD actually looked happy. Looks like, man, I could actually touch the ball. Because you know why I got him as a top 100 player? Because he can't play off the goddamn ball. If you can't play without the ball in your hand, I'm sorry, you're not a top great player. You're just not. Isaiah Thomas, yeah, he's a point guard, but he didn't dominate the ball. He moved the ball. He set the offense up. Kobe, he set the offense up. And that was from the off-ball position, which is the off guard, which is the two guard. Michael would set up the plays. So it's like, what are we talking about? This guy can't play off the ball. And here's another reason why he's not a top 100 player, and I stick by it. Have you noticed every team that LeBron's been on or was the lead guy on, that everybody had to adapt to him? He never adapted his game to those players. Kobe and Shaq. Kobe adapted his game to Shaq. Shaq still was able to get his 3 finals MVPs, still able to get his MVP of the league, still was able to put up 30 and 10 or 30 and 12. You know why? Because Kobe played off the ball. Shaq is a dominant ball. He's a dominant ball guy, which means he's what you guys would call a ball hog or a black hole. That's what Shaq was. And Kobe worked around that. But then when Shaq go and leave the court, that's when Kobe can now do his thing. But even without the ball in his hands, Kobe could set screens. He get open off the pick and pop. He could run the pick and roll. He could get the ball in the post, set the offense up. You guys don't know how great this kid was. Y'all don't. Y'all too busy looking at stats. LeBron had like 40, 12, and 15, but he lost. He lost. Just like Jerry West used to lose, but Jerry West at least was going out with a bang, trying to win. This guy goes out passing the ball to somebody else and talk about, I just made the right play. I just made the right play. You know, I was just giving the ball, you know, he was open, so I just passed it off. This the same guy who praises a damn Bubba championship, and you clowns praise that. This the same guy you got this stank breath ass dude who play on the Warriors to gobble him down every chance he get. Man, you know, I just think it's disrespectful how he just, you know, Chalmers, you're his teammate, and you gonna say what he says. So Tristan, what you think about that? I just think that's just disrespectful. I just think it's disrespectful. I just think it's bad. You know, it's just bad. Like, he's a chump for doing that. If y'all don't sit both of y'all punk asses down, man, this dude cost you a championship. This dude cost you a championship. Y'all supposed to have at least 5 or 6 right now. And this guy cost you a championship, and this is your friend? Man, y'all in this era is so pie to me. And then you got this man who basically is gonna have a thing leak talked about, well, my doctor said if I took the surgery, I would have season-ending surgery, but I'm good. You know, I declined it. I'll get it after the season. God dang punk ass bitch. Dog, there was nothing, dog. Why did you pull this report out? because you lost. You got embarrassed. Y'all threw Vucevic out the game for no goddamn reason to protect this clown. Then defensively, you were getting torched. Pat Bev was just saying too small, too small. You really think that would have happened to Kobe or Mike? Dog, you're a disgrace to basketball. And I don't care what people say. People can say, oh, you're biased, you're a hater. Well, I be that. And like I said, in the words of Mario Chalmers,
nobody fears Bron. Nobody's like, damn, I gotta go play this Bron. Right? Nobody said that. I don't know why. Right. Because I've seen people be scared when they actually line up to him, but they're not scared thinking about that matchup. Right. You hear anybody from that era talk about going against Jordan, there's a fear. Right. So when you have people that fear a player, then that's telling you something different already. Like, Jordan's just that guy, like, everything that I want to be like Mike. Right. Nobody feared.
So I rest my case. Thank you for listening. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share this. Hit the notification bell to select all to receive upcoming notifications. And if you love what you hear, you could donate to the page by going to the description box, hitting that link to the Cashapp, donate whatever your heart's desire. Whenever we have a live or premiere video, you guys can super chat. And if you come later after the video has played, you guys can leave a super thanks in the comment section. Thank y'all for listening, and we are out. Deezy.